Hey, yo, I want to say shout out to Dame Dash on the strength that you had that amazing interview on the Breakfast Club when you and DJ Envy was going at it. You know, y'all wasn't quite seeing eye to eye, but the only thing you was trying to tell him is like, don't fight for nothing that's not yours. Don't fight for nothing that's not yours. And you was drilling that in his head, and I think that mindset helped a lot of people watching it, a lot of young black people. So shout out to Dame Dash. So I'm watching Queensflip today, and DJ Envy was on there talking about, you know, him and Funk Flex, and you know they can't see eye to eye, but DJ Envy sounds exactly like Dame Dash now. He said, I ain't fighting for something that ain't mine. I ain't, you know, I can die for my wife and kids, but I ain't dying for no job or no, you know what I mean, something that I don't own. You know what I mean? Which is the mindset we all should have. But this is what Dame Dash was telling this nigga 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes people a little longer to see the big picture. You can be stubborn at the moment, you know what I mean? But when somebody telling you something that's right is right. You can't really hide the information. You can't fight the information that's really, you know, when you know something right. And people would do that to you. And I was trying to tell my man at one time, like, it's called the pitchfork effect and the halo effect. Sometimes when you just don't feel somebody, you don't care what the information is that they giving you. It can be the right information, and if you don't fuck with that person, that's called the pitchfork effect. There's nothing they could say to you at that moment. You know what I mean? And you just won't fuck with it. You know what I mean? Then you got the halo effect, you know what I mean, which is a lot of people got like let's say, like, for instance, a Beyonce. You know what I mean? She got a lot of influence on a lot of young girls. She can say or do whatever, and you know what I mean, everybody would be okay with it. You know what I mean? It's that halo and that pitchfork effect. And Dame Dash, I think he got that pitchfork effect on a lot of people. He can say the right things, you know what I mean? And he can be right, 100% right. But if you don't like Dame Dash, you're going to say he an asshole. You're going to say he don't know what he talking about. He's bitter. He's mad. He's angry. And I mean, it's like nothing that he can say to make you, you know, change your mind about him because you feel a certain way about him. You know what I mean? Now I'm watching DJ Envy. Nigga, this nigga sound just like Dame Dash on this Queensflip. Y'all gotta check this joint out. It's a 20-minute video on YouTube. You know what I mean? You know, he was saying some real shit, but it's the exact same thing that Dame Dash was selling him fucking 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes we gotta be careful. Like, forget how you feel about somebody when they come to information. When somebody's speaking and somebody's trying to tell you something that can help you and help you move on in life, you know what I mean? Take that information, let it process. Don't fight it all the time. You know what I mean? Listen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just take a moment, listen. Because now you saying the same exact thing that man said. I'm watching it like, wow. You know what I mean? This is what that man told you on your show. You know what I mean? Now you're telling Queensflip this shit on his show. So, like, my thing is he you know, he feel like, you know, all right, the radio stations and shit like that, you know, I ain't in the radio business and all that. I don't get into that DJ shit, DJ word. But he feel like the big stations, the owners use the black DJs to cause division. You know what I mean? They use DJs to go against each other. You know what I mean? But that's with anything. That's with anything. The owners sit back, collect their money. They use us to make their money and, you know, to draw the crowd of people in. And then we go at each other like idiots, and they can fire us at any time. You know what I mean? After we built them up, and that we got a problem with this DJ over there and that person over there, and we not even owners of the fucking radio station or whatever platform it is. But you know what I mean? Like I said, shout out to Dame Dash for giving that interview on a Breakfast Club years ago. You know what I mean? And I salute DJ Envy too for finally letting that shit process. You know what I mean? But yeah, check that shit out. I mean, peace out. Peace and love.